So she proceeds to stab me again, bruh. What are you doing? That hurts. I'm finna bleed to death over here. She stabbed me, it went in my vein and out the other side, bruh. What's good? Welcome back to another video. So for today's video, I'm going to tell you about the time that they wanted blood, and they wanted all of it. Growing up was pretty tough, and that's because we was broke. I could never really get the things that I wanted because I had no money. So I had to do all these odd jobs here and there, but the money was never consistent. So I'm at the point of, I need to figure something out, and I need to figure something out fast. I just got this new phone. The bill about to be due in a few days, help me. So like every week or so, I go to the grocery store with my mom because, food stamps. And she usually go do the shopping. And I'll be like, I guess because I'm a man and this is just what men do, I just wait up at the front by the door, And, as I'm waiting, I start getting bored because I'm just standing there doing nothing. What you expect? So like I just start pacing back and forth. I be talking to myself sometimes, so as I'm pacing back and forth, something catches my eye, and it's like this newspaper that says something like make $400. As soon as I seen that, I was instantly interested. So anything that got anything to do with making money, I'm saying yes to it. It almost don't matter what it is. Let me stop lying, because it do matter, but it don't matter. So I go open the newspaper like, oh, I'm finna be rich, bruh. And I start reading the ad. The ad says make $400 your first month donating plasma. Now see, I never really had a job like that at that time. So just $400 a month, that was looking alright to me. And on the newspaper, it had an address and a phone number. So I called them instantly, bruh. I was like, so what's all I gotta do to get started? 2 forms of ID. I gotta take a physical exam. I gotta be 18. So I was like, say less. So the next day, I wake up at probably 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. Soon as I seen the sun come up, I was out the door, ready to catch the bus. I was ready to get them all my blood, bro. So when I get there, I give them my ID, I give them my social security, because they gotta check my background and make sure I'm not a felon or something, I don't know. But then we get to the room, they give me the physical, checking my blood pressure and stuff like that. And I guess I passed because they sent me to the front, So now I'm just waiting in line, and I see it's like a room full of people in little bed chairs. I'll put it on the screen somewhere right here if I can find a picture of it. And it's 50 people just sitting in there, all getting their blood sucked out. I ain't gonna lie, that made me a little bit nervous. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I finally get to my bed chair, and they go ahead and sit down. And I say, all right, and I sit down. They ask me, what arm do I want to use to donate plasma? And I'm like, my right arm? To be honest, I really didn't know what arm to use, or I never done it before. So I give them my right arm. They got this big old little air pump thing, they wrap your arm like they doing your blood pressure. But they got one of those that they put on your arm, and now they turning it up. So now it's filling up with air, and they squeeze it on my arm. They pull out this big needle. I mean, that joint that long. And got these little butterfly things on it. I think it's called a butterfly needle, something like that. And at this point, your boy is ready to pass the fuck out. So now they wipe this iodine on my arm so that if they poke me, I won't get an infection. It's like alcohol, but better, I guess. And after that, she proceeds to stab me, bruh. I mean, really stab. She went up in there. And then all I hear is,
I missed.
You missed what? Because I felt that. So basically, she missed the vein. So she proceeds to stab me again, bruh. What are you doing? That hurts. I'm finna bleed to death over here. She stabbed me. It went in my vein and out the other side, bruh. So I'm like, hey, yo, can we get somebody else over here, bruh, before I bleed to death? At this time, I didn't really know that places like plasma donation centers is where they hire people that's new at being phlebotomists, the people that stick you with needles. So basically, we they training pets. We like they guinea pigs. At this point, my veins are swollen and they hurt. So the new lady come and she get another needle and she just put right up in there one time and we good. But by this time, I done had so much trauma to that vein. It ain't looking good, fellas and ladies. But I'm like, thank you, God. We ain't got to keep getting stabbed no more. Or so I thought. So now the machine is taking my blood, and I see it going into the machine and up a little tube. At this point, I'm about to throw up because I done had enough. Now I got to see my blood. I can't take much more of this. My blood, it goes into the machine and up into this little bowl. It's like a little bowl like that, like this big. And then I would say it fill up about halfway, 2/3 of the way. And then it starts to spin. The spinning process separates the hemoglobin, I think, the red stuff, from the plasma, the clear stuff. And then they keep the clear stuff and they give you the red stuff back. So when it's time for them to give me my blood back, it starts pumping the blood back into my arm. But because that lady f***ed up earlier today and she kept stabbing me, now my vein is swollen. So because my vein's swollen, the machine is trying to pump the blood back into my arm, but my arm is saying no sir, and it is now swollen shut. So the machine is forcing the blood back into my arm, and my arm is starting to just swell up and swell up. Next thing you know, I got a f***ing hot dog size vein on my arm, and I'm looking at my arm and I'm like, hey yo, somebody come help me. So the doctor see me and she immediately start running, bruh. Like sir. I'm in the chair like, hey bruh, I don't feel so good. Like my blood been out of me so long, I'm starting to get sick at this point. I'm like, hey, I need something to drink. I'm getting hot. So it's like a bunch of nurses start running to me. They start giving me water and ice packs. Like they putting an ice pack on my forehead, gave me a cup of water to drink. Cause I'm over here about to pass out for real. It's all bad out here. So they take the needle out my arm, blood starts squirting everywhere, bro. Like, it's a mess in here. This was a traumatizing event. I'm over here, I don't know what to do. I'm like, what's going on? Just make sure I don't die, please. They take my other arm and they start putting iodine on that side. I'm like, what y'all doing? What y'all doing? These niggas is about to stab me again. They take that big needle out and they stab me in my other arm. Why did I come to this place? They cut the machine on and the machine started pumping my blood back in. And then almost instantly, I started feeling better. If I was sane, I probably would have never went back again. But my retarded self went back for the next 3 years, bro. I needed that money. That's the end of the story. If you want another story time, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you, if it's something you want to hear me talk about, let me know in the comments. Thank you. Peace.